What up, my guys? It's YNX. We're back for another video, man. We're gonna react to some top 5 scary ghost videos. So without further ado, let's get to it, man.
Estonia. A security officer receives an alert from a motion sensor at a local museum during the night. The guard arrives quickly, but finds nothing unusual. All doors and windows are locked. No signs of forced entry, no one inside. The next day, museum staff review the surveillance footage from the room where the alarm was triggered. What they find is strange.
There's power in the word no. At University of Phoenix, there's no application fee. Entrance exam.
What's up, my people? What's up, my guys? What's up, my guys? We're YNX here. We're back with another video, man. Yeah, it's been a while. As y'all can see, I moved out. I got my own place now, so I'll be doing a lot more videos than what I originally wanted to do in the first place, but didn't have any room, whatever you would call it, no motivation. But I'm back at it again. I'm gonna keep on dropping videos out. You guys just let me know down in the comments what videos I should come out with and what content I should come up with, whatever. The link will be in the description. So without further ado, let's get to this video. Let's see what this is about.
Old tunnels seem to attract a lot of paranormal activity for some reason. The following video was captured by two friends, who also were on a late night trip to their destination. The empty roads lead through an old mountain via a tunnel. They actually state that they have come across some relatively odd stuff in this tunnel. They heard weeping noises, even though nobody was visibly there. So they feel always a little bit uneasy when driving through the mountain. Tonight, they came across something new.
Era un niño ahí. ¿Un niño era, no? Un niño, Mario. Era un niño, porque la verdad que está viendo el video, una criatura, Mario.
A person of small stature in a red top and dark pants is pressing against the rock wall, not moving at all and seemingly staring into the distance. The two friends say that they believe this to be a kid, which means that this would be a rather reckless act, since this of course is extremely dangerous. For them it's pretty clear that this was no living person, maybe the apparition of a young boy. Really hard to say for sure, but it's begging quite a lot of questions. Why was he standing there? Was it just a skid? Or was there another, more plausible explanation for this?
A skid? I doubt it's a skid though, but I mean, who knows?
The following video was shared by a couple who was driving on a local road in the midst of night. They state that there are several legends in this area, talking about ghostly hitchhikers that are hoping to get a free ride once in a while. Of course, these are just myths, but what happened to them tonight made them scratch their heads.
That's creepy.
What? Oh, interference.
That's creepy.
We see a man standing on the right side of the road with his arm stretched out. I mean, yes, it's late at night and quite dangerous. However, what's really weird is that the radio is interfering the second they drive past this man, making the couple to believe that this could have been an actual spirit. They never saw anybody hitchhike on that road, especially at night. There are literally no pedestrians out on these streets in general, since there's not even a sidewalk.
That rifle?
So, could they capture something paranormal unfold this night?
That's creepy.
This video was captured by the dashcam of user Molly the Lag, and as you will be able to hear, he and his friend were quite a bit uneasy the following night, since they had seen something on the streets that looked quite eerie to them. There have been numerous reports of fatal accidents on that stretch of road. What's weird is that after this incident, the man kept driving along the road that night, when they noticed a strange ball of light on the left side.
Weird. And there's a big light, and then there's got like a red helmet on or something like that. And it was coming out, and then I was looking at it, and I was like, oh, this is the cop. I was thinking, I was like, oh, that's funny. What if it's a cop? And then they literally disappear. I saw it like, it looked like a hologram, like when they disappear. Yeah. And like one whole half of it disappears, and the rest of it disappears. It looks like that.
All you wanted was to add a column while planning your next sprint. Maybe it's time to move to Monday Dev. Here are 5 Monday...
What's that? What?
Y'all see it? I don't see it.
What? What? I literally, I saw somebody on a bicycle or something like that.
What's really odd is that the streetlights seem to flicker and turn on and off when that thing is driving by, before it just disappears, making the two men believe that something otherworldly took place here.
Bro, I couldn't see that from afar.
And then it just disappeared like a hologram or something.
They called the police and told them what they had seen shortly after.
And the head looked like it looked over her or something. And it wasn't one of these street lights either, because it was really low to the ground. It was like, it was so close to us too. It was like car behind us.
Now we are taking a look at another terrifying dashcam encounter that was shared by a young man who was on his way home from work that night. He has to take a lonesome road through a forest, and many legends speak about different spirits that roam this stretch of land and which hope to catch a free ride ever so often. The man was creeped out so bad that he had to take a short break from driving after making it out of the forest. White is standing in the middle of the road, and our young driver stops the car for a minute to see her vanish. It almost appears as if she is sweeping herself underneath the car, falling backwards. And causing an odd interference with the dashcam at the time. Some say this is due to the editing of this video, to hide a cut, which is possible, but if that's not the case, we might be looking at a scary ghost encounter here.
What do y'all think in the comments? Please let me know in the comments. Is this an edit? Or this real? Just let me know in the comments, please. Please.
This is a dashcam recording, uploaded by the driver of the vehicle, Mitch Kuhn. Mitch was driving along the Hume Highway in Bardia, southwest Sydney one Sunday night, when he noticed that a really eerie-looking object seemed to be making its way right on the highway. It looked like a small child to him, and immediately after seeing this, he called the police. Mitch was unable to stop the vehicle at the time, since they were carrying a huge toy hauler. Mitch states that he called the local station after realizing the dashcam would have caught the footage. He called to see where he could send the video to help them, so the police saw what it was and where this incident took place. Shortly after, he was told by the police that the kid had been collected safely and was on its way home. However, Mitch states that he found out later that the police had not found a child, and the search was called off early in the morning. No explanation had been given for this behavior, ever, and it
That is not no goddamn child. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's not a child, or it's a child. It's not a child. It's not. Fucking ghost.
leaves us wondering what was going on here that night, what this mysterious thing was, and why the police would cancel the search and misinform Mitch on the phone. What a weird story. Do you have an explanation?
Yeah, ghost.
The next video was captured in Northumberland, England, where a man caught something rather creepy during a nightly ride on a lonesome country road. The road was situated close to the Middleton farm, where, during World War II in 1933, a pilot had crashed down with his plane in a fatal maneuver. The young man capturing the incident believes that he might have caught the pilot's spirit on video that night.
Right there.
People say that this could indeed be a man dressed in a pilot jumper suit, holding what appears to be a helmet under his arm and raising his other hand up in the air.
I don't know.
What's even more interesting than these observations is that the young driver decided to pick the man up after all, turning around and slowing down. However, the man had mysteriously disappeared into thin air.
Yeah.
Why this was not shared with us is unknown, and pretty unfortunate. So we can only speculate what had unfolded in these fields that night. This video was uploaded by Moto2Wrist, who was riding his bicycle on a deserted mountain road one night. This road is situated in Hampi, which is also referred to as the Ghost City. He was on a day trip to the Ghost City, and after spending many hours there, he made his way back to the resort. However, due to the darkness, he missed a turn and got lost for a while on these dark roads. He was pretty unnerved, and there was no sign of any civilization. At this point in time, he tells us that he saw a woman who was dressed like a bride walking on the side of the road. It does appear to be a woman in a white dress that is walking in pitch darkness, and I feel like she looks pregnant perhaps, but that of course could also just be her weirdly shaped dress. So if this wasn't just a confused woman, what else could it be? Maybe a spirit? What a scary thought.
It's gotta be a woman.
This video was shared by Nardan S, who was also on a nightly trip home. It is suspected that Nardan was traveling on a trike or similar motor vehicle of some sorts, and all that is known is that the forest leads through a pretty notorious haunted part of town. He wrote that he saw somebody standing in the distance, which made him quite uneasy, but eventually he drove past and captured something extremely creepy.
I think that was a statue. No? Yeah, statue.
The strangest and most scary part of this recording is the fact that whoever is standing on the side of the road in some sort of white cloth does not seem to have a face. It's just the head without any human features. So I don't think that it is that far-fetched for the driver to think that he was capturing a ghost on his camera at the time. Who can say for sure though? The following video was a submission which was initially captured by a dashcam of an unknown man who was driving home one night. It is said that he takes this stretch of road regularly and that he has heard and seen things in the past that, quite frankly, can only be described as pretty odd. The area this road is located in is supposedly haunted, not really a surprise given that a graveyard is in pretty close vicinity. He didn't really notice anything in particular, but felt to have seen a blurry shape while taking a right curve at the time. He rewatched the footage later at home and found something really unusual on it. It is not easy to make out, but the driver was sure that something was moving right behind that tree, and that whatever object we are seeing here was not there only moments before. So the question is, what are we seeing here? Is it just a part of the tree that did confuse our driver here? Or was it maybe something supernatural? If it was anything, it could have also been an animal or strange creature. But it's really hard to say what exactly was captured on video here.
I couldn't tell what it is.
The following recording was captured from the passenger camera inside a taxicab, and it's quite the unsettling recording. It was recorded one night when the driver of a cab was on his nightly shift. He saw somebody standing on the side of the road, seemingly waiting to catch a ride, so the driver pulls over to pick up the passenger.
Did Gus open the car? What the fuck? Bro, I would have been out. Ain't no opening the doors.
See how the car door is opening all on its own? How is that possible? In the beginning of the video, we see what appears to be a woman standing on the side of the road.
Every month, this Airbnb pays me in semi-passive income. Now here's the thing, I don't own it.
However, she's not moving one bit, she's just standing there. And then when the cab pulls up, she's gone like a fever dream. It must be a spirit though, right? That's what the driver believes. Because how can she open the door when she's not visible anymore? A really strange paranormal encounter that unfolded here, and quite creepy to be honest. The following is a dashcam video, which was recorded by Old Guy Garage, who was on a cruise at night with his new Lamborghini. He came home from a late cars and coffee.
You mean tell me you're riding a Lamborghini in a dirt road like that, or a back road like that? You got an ass forward.
In Murcielago, as the description reads, the roads are apparently always empty at night, and given the fact that there are no sidewalks anyways, there's literally no reason for pedestrians to walk these streets. However, after the man passed by a 200 years old graveyard, he captured something odd.
This video is crazy.
It looks like a lady in a white blazer of some sorts is being caught walking on the side of the road, which of course is a pretty dangerous act. The driver states that when checking for her in his rear mirror, he did not see her after passing her initially, making him believe that we were witnessing a ghostly encounter that was captured on dashcam here.
That's gotta be really fucking mind-blowing.
This is a video which made it onto BEC News, a news show in Thailand. It was captured by a driver who saw a mysterious woman appear in the middle of the road. The crazy thing is that he passed her right through, since there was no time for him to brake. But nothing happened.
Stop. I'm like, look at that. He didn't even stop and she just disappeared.
Of course, nobody had an explanation of how that had happened, and also how this mysterious person just appeared on the road. And of course that no damage was done to either the car or this person. I guess this one as well will remain a mystery. This video was captured by a young man who was out with his friends that night. They were cruising over a street that had seen many accidents in the past, so it's not a surprise that people tell many stories about ghost sightings that have been experienced by many drivers on that road. While this was not technically captured by a dashcam, it was filmed by a helm camera of our young bike rider this night, which gave him the opportunity to look back at what he believes to have been a ghost appearing on the right side of the road. People say that we might be seeing the spirit of a young person here, perhaps wearing a long white shirt or a dress, which is even more plausible if we believe the statement of the bike rider, saying that this person seemed to have vanished after he turned his head and took a look at it. Of course, you never know if not a crazy person decided to risk their life and stand on the side of this busy road at night, but it makes you wonder, who would do that? Maybe a ghost? Now we are taking a look at another really odd dashcam recording, which was taken by a man who was on the way home one night. He tells us that it is pretty uncommon to come across people on that road, since it's very narrow and not intended for pedestrians. It was also very late that night, slimming down the chances that anybody would decide to walk these streets. Nevertheless, he came across a strange woman.
2018. Wow. Keep driving. Keep on.
The woman seems to be wearing red clothing of some sorts.
I don't think that's a ghost, but I could be wrong. Based off the stuff that she's wearing. But I could be wrong.
But she's not carrying any light source, meaning that she must have been walking up that road for hours in pitch darkness. But the man didn't think anything of it and drove past her, only to run into her again a few minutes later.
Oh, he did?
How was that possible?
You should have kept going.
How could the lady be walking up this pitch-black mountain road faster than a car? Of course this is impossible, and the man was sure that he must have captured a ghost that night. This video was found on Dashcam on the road, and it was shared by a couple of Russian friends who were driving through the city at night at around 1:50 a.m. in the morning. Based on their reports, they were driving past a traffic light when, in front of their eyes, a woman completely dressed in black seemed to appear. If this is a mysterious encounter, or just a regular woman that was standing on the road and staring at the car, is unknown. The young friends were wondering, though, what she could have been doing there that late at night all by herself.
I mean, then again, it could be like just a person just walking, because there are people who walk out at night like that all the time. I mean, you think it could be a coincidence or something? What do you think? Leave in the comments.
And why she wasn't moving and simply staring at their car. What's your best guess? The next video is definitely one of the more mysterious ones. It was recorded by the dashcam of a truck driver who was delivering a freight in the back of his big rig. It was still early day when he noticed something or someone appear on the road that hadn't been there just moments prior. It is certainly strange to say the least. A tall person in a white jacket seems to walk out of the back of the truck in front. The driver seemingly is avoiding impact, meaning that this person must have just appeared on the road. Pretty odd, wouldn't you say? If this wasn't a ghost, are we witnessing the actions of a crazy person, not caring for the traffic? Whatever the answer, this is a quite unsettling video. The next video is an infamous dashcam recording, which was captured by a man who was on his way home from work. He works till late at night, so the roads are generally never that busy whenever he is in his car. The way home leads through an old tunnel that was built straight through an old mountain. Apparently, the mountain is pretty notorious for its ghost sightings. Many people claim to have seen spirits and lost souls there, but the man never thought anything of these ghost stories until tonight. Something rather creepy happened to him. There was certainly a transparent figure standing in the middle of the road. And the car passes straight through it. The driver swears that he did not see anything at the time, but heard a really odd noise, as if he was hitting something at the time, which was the reason why he went through the footage at home, and then he saw this creepy apparition. The question is, what was this thing doing there that night? Was it maybe just a strange reflection? What's your idea? Now we are taking a look at a video that was captured by the dashcam of two Chinese ghost hunters who were driving through a Hindu cemetery that night to conduct an investigation. Of course, cemeteries are creepy by nature, especially at night. But the two might have captured something strange before even getting out of their car.
This game, you're not ready for it. A misty figure seems to float from behind the tree on the right side of the screen. The two ghost hunters did not see this unfold at the time, and it was only later discovered when going through the dashcam footage. One could almost believe that a real ghost was captured here that night, or if not, what could cause this effect instead? The following video was shared by another nightly driver who was on his way through the city. Important to note is that the following highway does not offer any walkways for pedestrians. However, the man captured somebody on the right side of the road, seemingly sitting there.
I noticed something too about the videos, like the ghost is always on the right side of the right side. Majority of the time it's on the right side of the highway or a road or somewhere. It's always the right side. I noticed that about this whole video. Interesting.
There is somebody sitting there, no question. The comments state that they think this to be a girl in a white skirt or dress of some sorts. But why would anybody be doing this? What's our explanation for this? Just a weirdo? Or is this a spirit? Pretty dangerous though, whatever the answer. The following is a very old clip that was recorded by a man on his way home one night. He described that he saw some transparent figures appear on the road.
which made him stop the car and watch what was going on. He said that these things seemed to have a red glowing head and that it made him quite a bit uneasy. Unfortunately, even remastering this didn't uncover much more detail, but I find it's pretty interesting. What do you think was captured here?
Well, there you guys have
Love
it,
games, but hate the grind?
With the video for that one, guys. I appreciate you guys for coming in, watching with me. If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. The link will be in the description. Give me a pitch on some more videos to put out or whatever, some more music videos if you're a favorite artist and shit like that. But I appreciate you guys and